Welcome back to Maximum Lawyer. I am Tyson Mutrix, and I really want to talk to you about what we did in Phoenix when it comes to the Freemans. So I don't know if you've ever heard of the Freemans. They've got a pretty strong social media following, and so we wanted to bring them out to Phoenix for our wellness workshop, and they did not disappoint. Jocelyn and Aaron, phenomenal. They did an amazing job. I want to share a little bit about what they presented. I'm not going to give everything. I think I don't want to, that what they presented is very special. And I think most of it should probably come from them. But I did want to share a few things. And it was really just, they did an amazing job. The entire weekend, or not weekend, the Thursday and Friday was phenomenal. It was so good. We had an amazing group. It was top three groups we've ever had. I'd say it was just phenomenal when it comes to the quality of the conversations, the depth of the conversations. I mean, I really left thinking, "Oh my gosh, this was incredible." We did. It was cool because we did this differently. This was something we did different than like way different than what we've ever done. So we had usually what we have is like the mastermind. We'll have it on Friday. This one we had it on Thursday. Friday was the wellness day. So we started the day with a hike. I did bring some donuts to start the day. I know that may not be super wellness related, but I don't know. I thought it was fun. After we after we did the hike, which was 2.8 miles, I think. So we did, and it was crazy. What was nuts about it is that we were hiking, we were all talking the whole time, and next thing you know, before we knew it, it was done. Like it was nice. It was just being able to have a nice conversation as we were all hiking, and then we come back and we did yoga. That was really just amazing. Kayla, the yogi, she did an incredible job. It was a very laid back yoga. She even did a sound bath was part of it, which I didn't know she was going to do. Becca might have known, I don't know, but it was really, really good. And then after that, that's when we got started with the Freemans. The Freemans did a 2 hour training. I did a 1 hour training, and then we ended the day with a mini mind, which was for the mastermind level people. But just just an amazing couple of days with some great people. So um, just that's why we have the association. Just getting to hang out with just great people. So, but I want to talk about so a part of what the Freemans what they taught. So they did the 3 skills that make or break relationships. That was the topic. But what I want to talk about is a portion of it where they call it the conflict cycle. And it starts with a triggering event. And by the way, this can apply to any relationship. This is not, just if you're married. And it was fun because Amy was there too, so we both got to experience this. We were all joking about like how this was like therapy. It really was it was a lot of fun. But they talk about how this all starts with like a triggering event, which is always the result of an unmet need. Okay, that was an important part of what they pointed out. There's a triggering event, which is the result of an unmet need. And what you have is you have the trigger, okay, which is it's based on some sort of core fear typically. And kind of like think of this when it comes to the cycle as a circle, okay? There's no if you're just listening to this, I don't have any diagrams on the screen or anything. I'm not going to show any diagrams. But just imagine a circle. And so it starts with that trigger. And so the husband's triggers, it's got they've got their core fears, and they have this on the chart. They start with the husband. It could be a friend, it could be the wife, it could be whatever. But in this situation, let's say you have this unmet need, and then which triggers the core fears of the husband, and then the husband reacts in a certain way, and then you've got the wife's triggers. So it triggers their her core fears, and then she reacts in a certain way, her typical way, and it just spirals and spirals. And they talked about how, like, have you ever been like in an argument, and then all of a sudden it just out of nowhere gets out of control. And I think, I mean, unless you're extremely rare, you've you've probably had that sort of an experience before. And the whole idea of this, the whole exercise of this is getting out of this cycle.